welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today I'm back with a brand new video. In this video I will be reflecting on my experience as a teacher who became a distance learning educator overnight during the pandemic. I am hoping to reflect on the experience as well as discuss the way forward with my education system, and also personally some things that I will be putting in place for the upcoming school year. So these are a bunch of questions and also some thoughts that I have that I would like to share for those who went through this period, and also as we begin to reflect on the year ahead. I'll start with the questions. What is your current teaching status? We were doing distance learning full-time. Our school closed March 13th, and that was the last day. We did not return to the campus since, only to go collect our items, but we haven't returned to school since March 13th. How long is your school out? School was out for 4 months, so 4 full months. There was no in-person classes, or there were no in-person classes. What is the best distance learning advice? My best distance learning advice is to take your time. I know it may seem like you have a lot to do and you must do everything perfectly, you must do everything correctly. This was one of my pitfalls with distance learning. I spent hours online. I would wake up and my classes typically start at around 11:30, or some days we started at 8:30. With whatever time I got up, that would be the time I log in, and then I never log out till 7 or 10 in the night. I would be fixing the virtual classroom. I would be checking registers, researching, googling, and all of that. I did take a break. For example, I took a 1-hour break because we had press briefings, so 1 hour in between I would take a break, and then I would go right back into it. So my best advice is to pace yourself, understand the minimum expectations, and work with that. Don't try to do too much and to go overboard too much. I know it's in our nature as teachers to do a lot of planning, to go overboard, to try to get everything done in one day, but that is not possible. The next one, what's your favorite social distancing snack? Well, I had a lot of snacks, a lot of favorite snacks, but I really liked bun. So it's this Jamaican bun. I enjoyed eating it. It's really sweet, but I felt as though that snack was giving me energy. And have you picked up any new skills? The newest skill that I picked up is teaching without physical tangible objects or tangible items. For example, I would, prior to distance learning, I would use a smartboard or a whiteboard to physically write information on, but over time, as our internet connection got worse because everyone on island was on, it was really difficult for the children to see me writing on the whiteboard, because I took my whiteboard home and some school supplies as well. So I had to learn how to use the whiteboard that came with Zoom, and mainly Teams. That we use Microsoft Teams platform, so I had to learn how to use that whiteboard. So I wrote on that. So just using a whiteboard like that, or using screen share to project things from Word documents, that was the newest skill that I think I learned, and I really appreciate learning that new skill. I think I can transfer it to the future, who knows what the future may hold also, but I will get into that. What are your Netflix recommendations? I didn't do Netflix, and even now I still haven't done much Netflix because it's so much the fact that I have to be researching these items and all of that. There's no time for Netflix. What habits have you picked up? Staying up really late. This is a really bad habit. I cannot take myself out of it. I have been staying up until 3 a.m. every day since March 13th, and I kid you not. There may be days when I fall asleep, but that would be like 12. That would be my going to bed early. On a scale of 1 to 10, what is your anxiety level? 10, or can I say 11? What is your distance learning outfit of the day? Professional top and whatever bottom that works. But one thing that I did during distance learning, or as I continue to remain home and study as well, I always woke up every day, brushed my hair, washed my face, do all the works as though I was going to work, and then I would put on a dress top so I would look really professional on top. If your students were watching this, what would you say to them? I would say relax, just breathe, everything will be okay. You already understand what you need to know about yourselves. You have the basic knowledge, and you just need to continue building on that. Don't worry, or don't even feel like you're falling behind or you're getting left behind. You are still you, and you still know what you knew before COVID-19 came. And what do you miss most about your class? I miss being in my space, or well, in class, interacting with the children, trying new things every day. That's one thing that I really miss, just making those connections with my students and so forth. And the second part of this video, or the second thing that I would like to address, is my plan for the upcoming school year. So what I did, just so I don't spend my entire summer planning, is I ensured that my children are on the platforms, the proposed platforms that we'll be using next year, which is Teams and IXL. I set up my incoming class, they're on it. I know they're familiar with it, but I have explained that I will be teaching how to use these tools already. So I already set up my distance learning platform, as we may be doing this hybrid model where it would be distance learning for about 2 weeks. So I set up that those platforms with my student's name and so forth. So I'm already a few steps ahead as well. And I also have this package that I purchased from Teachers Pay Teachers with all my color scheme, my classroom design, my name tags and everything. They're all ready to go. So whatever the ministry says in August, I will be prepared. So for me, it is important for teachers to start planning ahead. If you haven't done so as yet, even though I don't recommend using your entire summer to do so, but just having a general idea of what your year would look like or what it will look like, and start putting things in place, or make jottings and mental notes as well. And if you enjoy this video, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.